no Hilux in Australia that's like the one we've got here. Have a go at this. This is one special Hilux. This thing is awesome. Check the wheels out. He's got the bead locks, he's got the massive rubber, he's got battle scars. This is a comp vehicle. This is no farm truck. The tray's gone, so he won't be carting too much hay about the place. This is one awesome Hilux. And we've got the owner, Chad Shepherd here. Mate, jump on down. Watch your step there, that's a massive one. Mate, close him up. Thanks for joining us out here in the paddock.
No worries.
This is awesome. Where the hell have these springs gone? These are supposed to have leaves.
Yeah, it's supposed to have leaves, man. Straight to the scrap metal.
What have you done under here?
I've done the full coilover conversion. In a nutshell, we put on a few hardcore components to...
Hardcore's not the word. Hardcore, this is super rock hardcore. Mate, when you say coilover shocks, explain to us what the shock consists of.
Well, it's exactly as explained. It's a coil over a shock.
Yep.
It basically incorporates the shock and the spring all in one.
You've got a few hydraulic lines here. Can you explain those for us as well?
Yeah, the hydraulics enable me to raise and lower each corner of the car. The coilovers are attached at the top via a ram, and the ram shifts the top point, which enables it to lift and lower. The hydraulic pump runs my rams and basically... So
in effect, you can raise and lower each one of your tyres individually, or have they all got to go up and down at the same time?
I can raise 1, 2, 4 at any given time. The hydraulics enable you to run a really low centre of gravity, and it enable you to keep the vehicle nice and low.
Yep.
And when you do get in trouble, you're hung up, or you've got a wheel in a hole, that's when the hydraulics then come into play. You can get the car up off the ground, up off the rock, and enables you to drive forward.
We'll give you a quick demonstration to show the advantages of having hydraulics. Chad's at his lowest setting. He's going to try and crawl over this rock. Way you go, Chad. Front wheel's climbed up. The back right-hand tyre's off the ground. And his sills, his rock sliders are dragging on this rock. There we have it. Front and rear wheels are off the ground. He's basically stuck. Now what he can do is lift the whole vehicle up by pushing the suspension down. Way you go, Chad. Do your thing. Watch the whole car lift up. He's pushing his tyres down into the ground. And his rock sliders are clearing these rocks now. And he should be able to, fingers crossed, be able to drive off.
Put the front down, front down.
These are a Bisalloy arm, custom arm.
Do you want to say that one slowly? Say it again, because I got no idea what you're talking about there.
Bisalloy, it's a type of steel,
yep.
Basically. It's not mild, it's not your full-blown chrome mollies, but it's strong enough to handle what's got to happen with the front of the Hilux.
Yep. They're very long. They go back almost to the centre of your car back there.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I think they're about 1,100, 1,200 mil long.
So having them that long, is that giving you a lot more flex out of the axle?
Yeah, it just makes the vehicle a lot more stable. And, works a lot better.
And steering, you've got a couple of hydraulic rams here.
Yeah, the steering, it's a hydraulic assist. I've still retained the original drag link from the 80 series steering box. And what it does, it's basically just giving it a little bit of extra help for screwing the 39s around on the rocks.
Chad, you've got some massive upper and lower control arms here.
Yeah, running with the chrome molly again.
Yeah, the good heavy duty stuff. And your chassis rail, I noticed the end of the Hilux unit, you've lopped it off and you've got a bit of tube frame happening.
Yeah, I had to get the coilovers as wide as possible to try and get the stability out of the car. And unfortunately the chassis had to go rearward of the diff, and I had to fabricate something to to hold the coilovers.
Yeah, mate, you're running big 39-inch IROCs. I believe you've got the little 2.8 litre Hilux engine under the bonnet, which doesn't really pump out a lot of horsepower.
No.
How does that go to turn these big meats?
It's not too bad. I cop a lot of flack for having just a little four-banger in there, but no, it generates enough torque. One thing that really helps me is the dual transfer cases. The dual transfer cases, I wouldn't be able to turn these big wheels in the big rocks if I didn't have the dual transfer cases.
So dual transfer cases, you've got your engine, your 4-speed gearbox, or you've got a 5-speeder in it?
5 in this one.
5-speed gearbox. You've got your standard Hilux transfer case, and then to the back of that, you've got mated a second transfer case.
Yeah.
So up inside at the business end of all this, you've got twin sticks basically to operate the low range stuff.
Yeah, two sets of sticks. One engages the front, and another one engages the rear.
Yep. And you got some braking gear happening here. Can you explain what's going on there?
I've got a rear disconnect. It basically enables me to dig the front wheels,
Yep.
Locking the rear end up and shifting the front to a position more favourable.
So you can pretty much just pivot the car almost to 360 degrees if you could do that. And what Chad's showing us here is called a front dig. He's got his back brakes locked and the drive is going to the front. He's pirouetted the vehicle around to its right. Everybody wants to know what these rocket launchers are. Chad, give us a rundown, mate.
Well, as we've talked about before, it's the hydraulic rams that sit on top of the coilovers.
Yep.
Bit of a journey getting all this set up in the front and getting a bit of strength. It was quite difficult.
Which is why you've got the big bracing across here for strength.
Yeah, well, you're basically projecting the chassis off 400 mil above. So getting the strength up there was difficult, but we got it. We jagged it.
And obviously there's no way it was going to fit underneath the bonnet, so the angle grinders come out, lopped away.
Yeah, with the angle grinders, you can't be scared building a tough truck without an angle grinder being involved. Fitting all the hydraulics in and making all that works a bit time consuming and difficult.
Mate, don't stop there. All the way up here. I made it. I don't believe he's doing this. This is huge. This is the biggest rock we could find. I'm going to get out of the way here. Unbelievable. This rock is the size of a house. Okay, take him back down, mate.
I just had that.
Professor. Supposed to go with Professor.
Professor. I was named that a few years ago by a group of friends, and
it stuck.
It stuck. It stuck. So.
Okay, mate, this is an awesome job. It's without doubt one of the toughest four drivers or toughest Hiluxes I've ever seen. You've given us a really good rundown on how it all works, all your suspension system, all your hydraulics and stuff like that. It's absolutely freezing cold out here. How about we warm the place up a little bit and get a bit of action happening on these massive rocks up here.
Awesome.
Mate, let's go and see what you can do on this thing. I'm busting to see how it goes.
Sounds good.